All right. Well,
Taylor, have you
win some, you lose some.
Taylor, have you cracked that book open yet that I sent over? I sent Krieg, which is a novel about the titular planet / soldiers.
I have not. I read like earlier today, like maybe a couple hours before we started recording. I read a couple pages and I was like, I don't have time for this right now, and I'm gonna want to like jump into it because already, like just the first few pages, they're setting up the world, they're building it. Like I'm like genuinely excited to read through this book. This is gonna be such a cool world to get into, and you already told me to start thinking about what sort of madness is behind their masks and why they're wearing the masks, and I'm not going to look anything up. Don't spoil it.
It's very interesting. So the soldiers of Krieg are like the most hardcore of the regular human beings in the 40k universe. They're super soldiers, and there's giant machines and spaceships and all sorts of weaponry. But if you're talking about a regular human being with a gun and a blade, it's them. They're the most hardcore, like devoted, there's this concept of having a commissar, which reminds me of the Soviet situation where you've got a guy in the back who's like not a step backwards or you're getting capped. That's the normal job of a commissar in a 40k army. He's there to be like, oh, are you doubting the fucking emperor? Well, just a little. Bang. Were you about to run away? Maybe. Bang. With the Krieg, they don't need one. And sometimes it's the opposite. The commissar is like begging them to stop. Like, stop throwing your lives away. Your lives are valuable. Stop. And they're just like, they're using their bodies like human shields and like human wave tactics and stuff like that. So yeah, really fascinating to learn how they got like that, why they are like that. And if anybody doesn't want to read a long ass book, Luton coincidentally uploaded an hour and 40-minute, maybe an hour 20-minute YouTube video all about the book that I sent Taylor. And
I'm glad I didn't watch that video. And this is only like a 280 page book. It's not that long of a book. This will be a quick read.
Yeah, it was pretty long on the audio side, I thought. It
1,500 years ago, it declared its independence from the Imperium of Man and paid the price. This is going to be fun. Krieg is a dead world. Yeah, this is going to be so. This is like so up my alley. Like this kind of lore shit. Thank you. It was a very Merry Christmas indeed, Kyle. I appreciate it.
I didn't mean it as a Christmas gift, per se. Nothing for Christ. Okay.
Well, I also know that you've always been of the opinion where you're like, I'm not a Christmas gifts guy. I'm a gifts guy. Randomly, I'll get someone a gift, but not because
that's a random gift, like the fucking DVD or whatever. Like sometimes I'll be online and I'll be like, this is I need to program Woody's address into my phone, and he would get a lot more gifts if I had it programmed. I've got Taylor saved in my Amazon, so it's like real easy to gift him stuff. I need Woody's. Like, I know it's just a Google search away though, so I really don't have a good excuse. I suppose.
Stream where I landed a plane in my yard.
Yeah.
Woody's like aggressively self-doxing, and it's so funny sometimes. He'll be like, oh, I don't want to show this mail. Whatever.
It's only the last 8 of my social.
Yeah. The last 8. You just got to guess that first one.
and Woody's hard to gift for too.
That's the hard part.
What do you buy the man like everything?
What I usually look for with like Woody gifts is things that are related to things that I consider sending Woody, but usually I'm like, nah, it's probably not the thing. There were some knives that were really interesting, but you have so many that it's hard to find one that has a unique opening mechanism or a unique thing to it that isn't like $800 or something. And I'm trying to send you like $100, $200, $300 gift sometimes.
I don't need.
I don't want to. I know you don't, but no, I like being thoughtful, so I'm often looking for these things, and sometimes and then I also found some like wall art that had something to do with paramotoring, but it was a little like it was a little bit of like gatekeeping to it, and I was like, that's kind of lame. They were like something about paramotors like being the only real men. I was like, is this really the only wall art they have for paramotoring?
Your sport needs 1 ball, mine takes 2.
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, dude, the funniest shit is that where I used to get my nails done had signs all over the wall that were exactly like that, but they were like feminine, so it was like this is where girls come. No men allowed. And I'm just there looking, pointing at the signs, going, no,